Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And giving us the rundown from the sideline, David Aldridge. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. The guard and off guard are Lillard and Trent. The post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. And it's Kuzma in at the 3 slot. And for the Wizards, Jordan Poole is out there with Koulibaly. Then it's George. Then it's Chris Middleton. And it's Czar in at the 5. And on paper, Greg, this might seem like a potential blowout, but anything can happen in this NBA.
Kevin, we see upsets happen all the time. It's what makes the sport great. You can't take any team or game for granted.
For 3, Middleton. Milwaukee with the rebound.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point lane.
You know that this is where Giannis wants the ball, but how do you stop him? I don't have the answer.
And so the Milwaukee Bucks get the first points of the ballgame. Clark, we know the Bucks are a veteran team that has now leveraged their assets to try to win now.
And the question is, Kevin, do they have enough? There's a point at which veteran becomes a nicer way or a euphemism for old, especially in today's NBA. That can be a problem for you.
And that one falls for Middleton.
Middleton is most known, quite honestly, for his scoring ability. He's a sniper from outside that you can't afford to lose contact with.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. And the way the Wizards like to play, Greg, you can expect them to get out and run.
Yeah, they're young and they can fly, right? They've got speed and athleticism to get up and down the floor. They'll push the tempo as much as you allow. Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
And it's Milwaukee's ball. It's Trent on the wing. And the 3 ball is good.
Handling the ball like a guard, Giannis has become very proficient at doing damage with the pass.
The 3 from Poole. Connects from 3-point range.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now, here's Lillard. Pass to Kuzma. That one's in, his first shot this game.
Boy, you're asking for trouble anytime you let Kuzma get established inside. This guy knows how to score against tough defense.
Here's Middleton. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking. Jump shot. Gave a little pump fake. And then off to the races.
Washington shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road.
And, you know, whenever they get into a stretch where it looked like maybe they would turn it around at the line, they would immediately take a step back.
And that one falls for Middleton. Bucks have gone 4-4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. And Lopez has it in the corner. A 3, and another 3 for Milwaukee.
Lopez is really dangerous as a shooter if you give him space to catch and then shoot.
Let's send it over to David Aldridge, who caught up with head coach Brian Keefe. David.
I talked with Coach about how he plans to stop Giannis Antetokounmpo tonight. Coach laughed and then asked me, "You have any ideas?" Giannis is an impossible matchup. We just hope to slow him down a little. As always, it's very difficult to game plan for the Greek Freak. A multiple-time MVP. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Clark, what in the world is left for Giannis to accomplish at this point?
You know, Kevin, I don't know, quite honestly. I mean, perhaps more. championships or MVPs. He's really done it all. Maybe a scoring title, but whatever he does from this point on, it's only going to add to what's been a Hall of Fame career. Chris Middleton is a bad, bad man. Loves giving it to the defense.
And it goes down 2 points. Lillard's got his second basket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And it's Brian Keefe calling timeout here. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about. And the Wizards making a change here. Champagne's checked in.
Now into the lineup for your Wizards, number 9, Justin Champagnie.
Poole against Lillard. Poole no good. Bucks leading by 6. Lets it go from deep. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
Boy, Kuzma, superb at finding space along the perimeter and shooting the ball with confidence, and he's got great range, too.
Back to Poole. Pass to Champagnie. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Here's Lillard. He's looking for Lopez and finds him. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. From the high post. Rebound, Washington.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just basically whips on him.
We've got 1:55 left here in the first quarter. Strong. The pass to Middleton. Just 4 to shoot. Drops it in from 11 feet. Middleton's got 9 points.
Well, I like the fact that Middleton takes advantage of the mid-range jump shot. When he gets room to pull the trigger from there, he's taking it, and he's almost automatic.
He's just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Clark, there are some that would say that Giannis Antetokounmpo is the best player in Milwaukee Bucks history. Others might say Lou Alcindor. What do you say?
Hey, pump the brakes on that, Giannis. I love the Greek freak. But I tell you, Kareem is my guy. I would tip my hat there, but I certainly understand why others would say Giannis. I'm going to hang my hat with Kareem. Giannis constantly working on that outside shot, and you can see he's made progress.
Pass to Koulibaly. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Three-pointer, Lillard, and another 3 for Milwaukee.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Now here's Lopez. Here's Kuzma. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
And what's been impressive is that it's not been any one player. It's been a collective effort, contributions from everybody.
Middleton for 3. The rebound by the Bucks. And here is Trent outside. Sinks the triple. He has 6.
Yeah, they built up this lead 3 points at a time.
And I like the strategy. It's a great strategy. Bury those 3s early, and it'll open up the inside for them later on.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. We'll return shortly. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Bucks.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
Well, how about the transition game, too? I mean, that's been another key for them, moving the ball quickly up the floor. Let's see if they can keep that up.
And it's Porter with the ball for Milwaukee. They led by as many as 18 points. They've got Kispert. Smart is out there with Malcolm Brogdon. Then it's George. And it's Champagnie in at the 4. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. Milwaukee shooting their first foul shot of the game.
And their numbers from the line last season, they're good, just not great. About 77% as a team.
Where there's a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting, Greg. What's your opinion of that?
Well, Kevin, stretching the D isn't just about how far out they have to defend. It's the distance between that and how far in you have to defend. That's why analytics favors shots at the rim and from distance.
Now Porter, after Malcolm Brogdon's three-pointer that didn't go. Good on the shot. Porter's got his first points of the game.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Each year, Porter just becomes more efficient and more deadly.
Pass to George. Three-pointer. Milwaukee with the rebound. Prince looking around. Shoots the three. And it's Green. Missing. Wizards trail by 20 to the inside. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Malcolm Brogdon is a jack-of-all-trades kind of player and really solid in sharing the ball with his teammates.
Porter passes to Sims. Good, and a nice assist from Porter.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Nice shot by Smart.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
GA, when it comes to the Wizards, they have a pretty spotty track record over the past decade.
Kevin, it's tough to get things right in the draft. Plus, they have just had poor lottery luck, only selecting higher than 8th once in the last decade. But they have passed on some superstar-level talent.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. The Bucks use their size defensively to great impact. Coach Doc Rivers said, we're not fast, we're long. So we get our fingertips on a lot of balls, and that slows fast teams down. Switching keeps guys in front of you, and the more size we can put in front of people, the better we can be. Kevin?
Yeah, you followed this league for a long time. That sounds like a pretty good game plan. The Bucks working the ball around. Prince's shot is good.
Yeah, Prince is always doing a nice job working to get open, and that's the reward you get for staying active, keeping yourself moving, an open look on the jump shot there.
Here's Champagnie. Outside for George. And again, Washington, no good. The Bucks have gone 6 of 8 from the field in the second quarter. Portis, the pass to Green. Back to Portis. And Portis throws it down.
The slam from Portis, impressive, using that size around the rack.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. To the paint. Pass to Poole. Sarr sets the screen for Poole. Good on the three-point shot. Poole's got 9.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
2 minutes. 2 minutes remaining in the second.
Giannis kicks to Lillard. Off target from outside. For Washington, they've gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Hey guys, the Wizards' #2 overall pick, Alex Sarr, wanted to be in Washington, D.C., and his defense gets him on the court right away. Not to mention, the Wizards are in a rebuild, and if his offense comes along, he could be a foundational piece for this franchise. Everyone's excited to see the development of Alex Sarr.
You're right, a big piece. Okay, Shams, we appreciate the reporting.
And Antetokounmpo, his jump shot continues to look better and better. When he's pulling up like that, the defense is cooked.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Kyle Kuzma. That's foul number 2 for him. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
Here's Poole. He's got 9. Fires the 3. Buries it from three-point range. Poole's got 6 points in the quarter.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too, as a matter of fact. I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
3-point
For real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And it's in there.
Obviously, a mix-up defensively on that possession.
41 seconds left to play in the first half. Inside, Lillard up top. The tray, and another 3 for Milwaukee.
Watch out now. Lillard is smoking and looking to score every time he touches it.
It's Poole with the drive. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
And how about the terrific use of the crossover there to just throw the defender off balance.
And Lillard hits again from deep. Lillard's got 16.
Yet another 3. Once we hit the second quarter, it just seems as if those threes just started to fall like raindrops. And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
And you know what? That tells the story in a lot of games, guys. And here you go. It's telling the story tonight, too.
And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for the Milwaukee Bucks. He delivered 9 points from three-point range that quarter. Terrific work from distance. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Brooke. Where is this team right now?
Oh, it's so exciting, you know. It's really thrilling to come out with such a great group of guys every night, you know, and play basketball, you know. It's a lot of fun.
Smiles on your face, Brooke. Thanks for the time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Really an incredible game from Lillard.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Well, you know, the stroke looks fantastic. Even when he's had a hand in his face, it hasn't affected him at all.
And Milwaukee has possession. Heading underway in the second half, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers. The post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. The guard and off guard are Lillard and Trent. And it's Kuzma in at the 3 spot. The Bucks shooting the lights out in this one, 77%. Pass to Giannis. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
Boy, the added work in the weight room for Giannis coming into play there. I mean, you got to send an army to try to stop this guy.
Here's Koulibaly, defended by Trent. And Koulibaly gets it to go.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Lopez passes to Trent. Back to Lopez. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Lopez has got 5 points so far.
And amidst the tall timber, he's right at home. Extremely comfortable. Lopez getting it done.
And it's George missing. Lillard against Poole. Here's Kuzma. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. He's got 11.
Lillard's passing game, a thing of beauty. Got that ball to a guy who had a quality look and got it to him on time.
Timeout.
And Special K, as good as Damian Lillard can be throughout a game, he definitely takes it up a notch in crunch time.
Couldn't agree with you more, Kevin. He's one of those guys that certainly seems to rise to the occasion and relish in the clutch moments. And his range is in the gym like. I mean, 30 feet away, 35 feet away, he shoots it the same as if it's a mid-range jumper.
Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Pass to Koulibaly. Here's Sarr. Takes a 3. Rebound, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Trent outside from past the arc. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And that's why you have such a huge gap in the shooting numbers between the teams.
And so it looks like Washington will retain possession here.
Great timing on Lopez's part there to swat down that attempt.
A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
And so Poole will bring it up for Washington. 6 to shoot. Washington needs to get a shot off here. And another miss by Washington. Here's Milwaukee now. Big stretch here going 10-2. Here's Giannis. And it's good for 2. Antetokounmpo's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
And Poole gets it to go. Poole's got 16 points.
Yeah, he's been hooping, but the rest of the team, not so much.
Lopez, a screen on Poole. Lillard attacking. Count that as his 7th field goal, 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
Poole kicks to Middleton. Shoots from 12. And there's Poole on the assist by Middleton. 18 points for Jordan Poole. For Milwaukee, they've gone as spotless. 6 of 6 from the field since taking the court here in the second half. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, Giannis Antetokounmpo is not one to puff out his chest and chase accolades. He said, I put the work in. That's how I get my confidence. I don't follow the media or my stats. What I know is that I put the work in, and I try to be the best version of myself. And that focus has served him well. Kevin?
It has. You know, his dedication, David, unquestioned. We appreciate your report.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped. You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
Washington's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Good on the triple.
Boy, I like seeing Middleton stroke it from downtown. That release of his, pure as white-driven snow.
There's Lopez with the three. Trains the three-pointer. Lopez has got 5 points now this quarter.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
George. Rebound, Milwaukee.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
To the middle. Here's Middleton. Kuzma pulls it in. Kuzma's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Lillard from outside. That's in for his 8th bucket tonight. A hot 8 for 11 shooting so far.
Tell you what, doesn't matter whether he's on the move or standing still, Leonard is a flat-out laser shooter.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. And Middleton kicks to George. Shot to stop the run. Oh, took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top. But instead, he'll shoot free throws. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo. The Wizards shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
George taking 2 shots.
That's good from George. And George drops them both. Here's Porter. There's the triple. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
The more Porter Jr. hits this, the more driving lanes will appear for him.
Brogdon with it. Launches it. Doesn't go that time. And so it's Milwaukee with a huge lead at the break. Safe to say there's no catching them today. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. Right back after this break. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And as we head into the 4th, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. We've got Brogdon. Also, Smart out there. Rashawn Holmes out there with Corey Kispert. And it's Champagnie in at the format position. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington.
Brogdon extremely confident because he knows he has the green light to fire off the catch.
Here's Connaughton. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Connaughton's got his first 3 points of the game.
Boy, from the looks of it, it appears the defense is fine with him taking that shot, but he makes them pay when they do.
Poke loose. Fast break, Milwaukee. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, just nice strength there, and then just off with the shot.
Boy, with all the contact he drew there, that would have been a heck of a bucket. He nearly got it to go.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Connaughton. Both free throws good from Connaughton. Washington shooting the ball at 42%. Pass to Holmes. Holmes with a screen on Jackson. Pulls it from the elbow. Milwaukee with the rebound. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Down low. Here's Rollins. No good that time. Good D by Brogdon. Right block shot. Nice shot by Smart.
Oh, a really nice job to take what the defense was giving him there.
And it's the Bucks ball. Here's Rollins on the money from 12 feet away.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Here's Brogdon. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Jackson, that's a two-pointer. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down.
The assist.
And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Bucks.
Great job by this team closing out, blocking a bunch of shots, and just a tremendous effort defensively.
You know, something else, guys? You know, they came out of that tunnel sprinting in a full stride sprint. That translated to the floor and lots of success in the fast break game.
Out left to the wing. Here's Connaughton. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
The ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
14 feet away. Smart misses.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
Here's Smith. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Defensive foul.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
Yeah, he imposed his will on the defense that time. He was not going to be denied right there.
And the Wizards are going with a whole new group out there now. And then for Milwaukee, Livingston's checked in, and it's Green and for Pat Connaughton. And so Poole will bring it up for the Wizards. Puts up a deep three. Rebound by Smith. For Milwaukee, they've gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter on a roll. George passes to Sarr, and Sarr throws it down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Middleton outside. Sarr sets the screen for Middleton. Off target from three-point range. Milwaukee has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Jackson gets the bucket.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on D.
Here's Middleton. The baseline jumper goes down.
Slippery play by Middleton. Comes off the pick and goes on the offensive.
We've got 1:55 left in the game.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
And off the front iron, and in it goes.
I like the fact that Middleton can get the shot he wants because of his ball handling ability.
Jackson in the corner. From deep, Green, and another three for Milwaukee.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
Milwaukee foul. Smith. First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for Washington, Rex Middleton. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. And he can't hit the second.
He needed to convert on all of those. Missed opportunities at the line are the last thing they need right now. And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Bucks.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Giannis.
Well, I can't recall a play that he wasn't involved in. He was so involved in so many plays tonight. A force on both ends.
2 shots.
And the first one drops. Greg, it's not the first skill you think about, but Jordan Poole is unreal at the foul line.
I mean, led the league in 22 at 92.5%, beating out teammate Steph Curry by 0.2%. Poole's always been amongst the league leaders in attempts.
Portis, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Now here's Green. He's defended by Coulibaly. For three, Portis, and another three for Milwaukee.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there, go get it.
And it's sent back by Prince.
Excellent toughness on the defensive end, and that's what Prince does. He's got size, and he's got the will to defend at a high level.
Nice shot by Portis.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what, and they got it done.
Inside, Prince takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Prince not one to back down from a challenge. Even when you contest his shot, he's going to still concentrate and get it up and down.
The three from Poole. Prince grabs the miss. So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And now let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline for our player of the game. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Giannis. Great individual performance. I guess you're going for another MVP, huh?
Hey, you know, I try not to think about it that much. My mind says do my job, do whatever it takes to help my team win, and all I get about is that we got to win.
Love the humble brag, man. Congrats on the win. Thanks.
Thanks so much, David. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And now we present the player of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.